You're tapped into Japan Journal with Mal Adams, the internet's #1 weekly English language online cybercast from Japan, streaming on GNN, the global news network, a division of Towtown Communications Company, Limited, Japan.
Greetings from Japan, I'm Mal Adams. On this edition of Japan Journal, I'd like to share some information I came across while doing research for our new upcoming series on the Towtown digital media platform. The program is titled Unveiling the Hidden, and it is dedicated to rediscovering hidden truths and awakening curiosity and inspiring knowledge. Our premiere episode is on the ether, science's forgotten foundation. We ask the question, what if ether, dismissed in the 1920s, holds the key to understanding the fabric of the universe? We'll revisit the debate over the ether and its potential link to hidden truths in quantum theory. Here's what I've discovered so far. The removal of ether from the periodic table is a curious and often misunderstood episode in the history of science, one that evokes deep emotions when viewed through the lens of conspiracy, suppressed knowledge, and the political domination of education by powerful entities. The ether, once believed to be the omnipresent medium through which light and electromagnetic waves travel, was not literally the part of the periodic table of elements, but rather a conceptual framework in physics. Yet its erasure from scientific discourse in the 20th century carries profound implications for the control of knowledge and the shaping of modern science. In the 1920s, you'll be interested to know, following the monumental rise of Albert Einstein's theories of relativity, the concept of the ether fell into disfavor. The ether was considered unnecessary for explaining the behavior of light and gravity. Einstein's general theory of relativity proposed that the fabric of space-time itself could wrap and bend, eliminating the need for a medium like ether. This shift was celebrated as a scientific breakthrough, yet some claim it was more than just a natural progression of ideas. It was a deliberate act of suppression, orchestrated by those who sought to control the direction of scientific research and the flow of educational funding. The Rockefeller influence and ether's fall. Well, the Rockefeller family, through their vast wealth and influence, had begun to dominate American education, particularly in medicine and science during the early 20th century. Their funding of institutions like the Rockefeller Foundation and the Flexner Report, you may want to Google that, Flexner, the Flexner Report reshaped medical education in the United States and beyond, promoting a model of healthcare centered on pharmaceuticals and sidelining holistic and alternative approaches. Can you say big pharma? That's what we're talking about. Back in the 1920s, that's when that started. Some theorists argue that the removal of ether from scientific consideration was part of a broader effort to suppress knowledge that might lead to discoveries about free energy, quantum potentials, and technologies that could decentralize power and disrupt their monopolistic control over energy and other resources. Well, by discarding the ether, mainstream science assigned itself with models that favored corporate and industrial interests. Can you say big pharma? Models that emphasize resource exploitation and profitability. This strategic suppression of the ether concept may have stymied advancements in fields that could challenge the fossil fuel economy. Did I say Rockefeller a minute ago? Okay. 1920? Okay. Such as zero-point energy, fossil fuel economy, zero-point energy, or the exploration of Tesla's groundbreaking work on wireless energy transmission. Quantum mysteries and hidden knowledge is what we're talking about. The abandonment of ether also marks a historical pivot away from the interconnected, holistic models of the universe and towards a fragmented, mechanistic view. In the realm of quantum theory, the mysteries of the quantum field An infinite vibrating sea of energy that underlies all matter and reality bear a striking resemblance to the ancient ideas of the ether. Is it possible that the ether never truly disappeared but was rebranded under a new guise? It's possible. Quantum theory, with its enigmatic phenomena like entanglement and wave-particle duality, hints at deeper truths about the nature of reality that align with the discarded notion of a unifying medium. Could the removal of ether from scientific dialogue have been a calculated effort to delay humanity's understanding of these profound truths? Truths that could empower individuals and dismantle centralized systems of control. So let's talk about a call to rediscover hidden truths. The emotional weight of this story is immense. If the ether represents a bridge between the physical and the metaphysical, between science and spirituality, then its erasure is not merely an academic footnote, but a deliberate cutting off of humanity's access to higher knowledge. The Rockefeller-backed educational system may have played a role in steering scientific inquiry away from paths that could threaten entrenched power structures. This is not merely a story of science. It is a tale of human potential suppressed, of pathways untaken, and of a world that might have been. The quantum secrets that beckon us now, the whispers of a unified field, the promise of free energy, the interconnectedness of all things, may well be echoes of the ether, waiting for us to listen once more. So let us awaken to this history and reclaim the knowledge that is our birthright. We invite you to subscribe to our new series coming soon. Here's more on what we have in store for you. Check it out. You'll be glad you did. Watch this.
You're tapped into Japan Journal with Mal Adams, the internet's #1 weekly English language online cybercast from Japan, streaming on GNN, the global news network, a division of Totown Communications Company, Limited, Japan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the new series promo for our new program, the series titled Rediscovering Hidden Truths, Awakening Curiosity and Inspiring Knowledge. That's a working title. We'll firm it up later because we're still in work in progress. But here's the tagline: seize the moment of excited curiosity to acquire new knowledge. Now, this special series for Japan Journal with Mal Adams seeks to unearth and examine 12 little-known theories of hidden truths. Each episode will inspire curiosity, spark debate, and encourage viewers to embark on their own quest for discovery. With the emotional gravitas of breaking news, these episodes will blend investigative journalism, what I do, with historical analysis and philosophical reflection to educate and empower a global audience. Number one, we're going to be talking about the suppression of the Nikola Tesla's legacy. Okay, what's that all about? Well, why did the world abandon Tesla's vision of free wireless energy? I ask you. Think about it. You see, this episode will explore Tesla's known theories of hidden truth and the revolutionary ideas and the forces, corporate and political, that sought to bury them. Number two, we'll talk about the mystery of the Great Pyramids and ancient technology. Were the pyramids built with advanced technology far beyond their time? This report will investigate theories about the lost knowledge of an ancient civilization and their potential connection to quantum science. Number three, the ether, science's forgotten foundation. And what if the ether, dismissed in the 1920s, holds the key to understanding the fabric of the universe? We'll revisit the debate over the ether and its potential link to hidden truths in quantum theory. Our fourth episode, in our fourth week, we'll talk about the hidden history of the Federal Reserve. Now, who really controls the money? This episode will dive into the origins of the Federal Reserve, its secretive beginnings, and its impact on global economics and democracy. Week number 5, we're talking about Operation Paperclip and the weaponization of science. Did Nazi scientists shape modern science and technology under the guise of Cold War necessity? Well, this episode will uncover how hidden alliances shaped the post-World War II world. Week number 6 talks about the enigma of cymatics, sound, vibration, and creation. Could the secrets of creation lie in sound? We'll explore the science of cymatics and how ancient cultures may have harnessed the power of vibration to shape reality. Think about that. Week number 7 talks about the secret space programs. Did I say Elon Musk? Are governments hiding advanced space technology and extraterrestrial discoveries? This episode will examine whistleblower accounts and leaked documents pointing to a shadowy history of space exploration. Week number 8 talks about the hidden hand in education. How have powerful elites shaped education to suppress curiosity and critical thinking? That's what this series is really all about. Unveiling hidden thoughts. We'll investigate the Rockefeller influence on global education and its implications for future generations. Week number 9 talks about the mystery of consciousness and the pineal gland. Does the seat of the soul, that pineal gland up here known as the seat of the soul, does it hide the key to unlocking human potential? Oh, this is an interesting report, and we'll delve into the science and mysticism surrounding the pineal gland, meditation, and higher states of consciousness. Don't miss that one. That's week number 9. In week number 10, we're talking about the truth about energy independence. What hidden technologies could break humanity's dependence on fossil fuels? This episode would explore alternative energy breakthroughs suppressed by powerful interests. Now, who are those powerful interests? You know anybody talking about drill, baby, drill, dig, baby, dig? Ain't that President Trump? Donald Trump? Check it out. Let me repeat episode number 10. It's the truth about energy interdependence or independence. What hidden technologies could break humanity's dependence on fossil fuels? This episode will explore alternative energies breakthroughs suppressed by powerful interests. That's what Donald Trump promised to do on day 1. Dig, baby, dig, fossil fuels. In week number 11, we're going to go into the esoteric origins of religion. Do ancient spiritual teachings hide universal truths about human existence? Well, we'll uncover the parallels between the world's religions and their connection to ancient mysteries. In week 12, we discuss the global surveillance state. Now, how much of our privacy has been traded for security? This episode will expose the hidden networks of surveillance shaping society, from Edward Snowden's revelations to the growing use of AI in control systems. That's going to be deep. So at the end of the day, we're talking about a series of 12 episodes in the coming year, 2025, starting in late January. Maybe we'll start it on the inauguration day. But it's basically a call to action. Each episode will close with a heartfelt appeal. Seize these moments of curiosity to reclaim the knowledge hidden in plain sight, for the truths we uncover today will shape the world we create tomorrow. You remember George Clinton, the funk master, said, "Free your mind and your ass will follow, for the kingdom of heaven is within." Basically, that's what we're talking about here. Now, this series is dedicated to the wisdom of my grandfather, the Honorable State Senator of Nebraska, Reverend John Adams Sr., whose timeless words remind us of the power of knowledge to liberate minds and transform lives. He told me when I was 5, 6 years old, and I remember to this day, and all of our siblings were privy to that wisdom. He said, Malcolm, called me Skippy back in that day, that was my name. He said, Skippy, seize moments of excited curiosity for the acquisition of new knowledge. And I never forgot to this day. In fact, this whole series is built upon that knowledge and that concept, which I have come to realize and appreciate in my fourth quarter of life at the age of 75. We're talking about 70 years of seizing moments of excited curiosity to attain a new knowledge and a new wisdom that I'm here to share with you in 12 episodes on the new series from TDM, Total Digital Media. Do not get it twisted. So, a little bit more about the new series pilot. The working title for the whole series name is called Unveiling the Hidden, with a subtitle of Rediscovering Truth to Awaken Curiosity and Inspire Knowledge. So let's discuss the format for you. We got the episode 1 talking about the forgotten ether, which I've shared with you a little bit about, produced by TDM and yours truly, Brother Malcolm, for Total Digital Media. So we open the intro and you got Brother Malcolm on camera. The music builds up with an anticipatory tone as the camera fades in on me, seated at a modern yet inviting news desk, similar to this green screen studio that I work out of called the Media Arts Lab, the acronym of which is MAL, M-A-L, Media Arts Lab. So I'll be seated at this modern yet inviting news desk with the Total Digital Media logo subtly displayed in the background on one of these monitors. And I'll begin in 3, 2, 1 like this. Good evening, online subscribers and viewers around the globe. Welcome to Unveiling the Hidden, the groundbreaking news series from today. Again in 3, 2, 1. I can't read this good. It's what the hell I said. What? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. In 3, 2, 1. Good evening, online subscribers and viewers around the globe. Welcome to Unveiling the Hidden, the groundbreaking new series from Total Digital Media. I'm your host, Mal Adams, and I couldn't be more excited to take you on this extraordinary journey into the forgotten, the suppressed, and the mysterious. This is more than a show. It's an invitation to awaken your curiosity and rediscover the truths that have been hidden in plain sight. Tonight, we launch with an electrifying premiere episode that sets the tone for this series, The Forgotten Ether. The idea of the ether, once considered the universal medium of light and energy, was removed from scientific discourse nearly a century ago. But why? And what does its disappearance mean for the truths of our universe, even today? So hold on to your seats, because what we're about to uncover might just shift your perception of reality itself. Somebody cue the music, swirl the music as the camera zooms out for a dynamic transition into the opening pre-produced VTR introducing the new series. I haven't made it yet. We're going to do a nice little animated kind of opening thing, maybe 30 seconds, with titles. And the opening VTR will include a fast-paced montage of featured archival footage, animations of the periodic table, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, and the 1920s laboratory scenes, with dramatic text overlays which read suppressed knowledge, quantum mysteries, hidden truths, revealed. And the montage ends with the show title, Unveiling the Hidden. Boom. And then my voiceover, or maybe I'll use my virtual avatar with my sampled voice on AI, or choose another voice to say this in 3, 2, 1 before you return to the studio yourself. Throughout history, some truths have been celebrated while others have been silenced. What lies beneath the surface of accepted science, history, and society? Join us as we peel back the layers to uncover the secrets of our world in Unveiling the Hidden. Something like that, anyway. I'm making this up as I go along. But we're going to return to the studio on the camera, and the camera will fade back to me at the desk, and I'll be leaning forward like this with an air of urgency. Now, clear about throat now. Say in 3, 2, 1. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into tonight's first segment, the removal of the ether from the periodic table. At first glance, it might sound like an outdated debate, but the story behind its disappearance is one of suppressed knowledge, corporate influence, and lost opportunities for humanity. Let's go to the first segment, the Forgotten Ether, narration by Brother Mao, voiceover, accompanied by pre-edited visuals, archival physics diagrams, Einstein's equations, Tesla's experiments, oil-bearing imagery, all these kind of free use imagery I'll get from AI. And we'll cover that, and then we'll go right to the talking points. Number one, the original concept of ether will be the title. And I'll start reporting. In 3, 2, 1. Once believed to be the universal medium through which light and energy traveled, ether was foundational to 19th century physics. There were visuals of old diagrams of wave theories overlaid with the word ether. And I'll come back to me, and we'll go to point number 2. Einstein's relativity revolution. Einstein's theories of relativity, while groundbreaking, declared the ether unnecessary, but some argue this was just the beginning of its erasure. The Rockefeller influence on science. The early 20th century saw a rise in corporate control over science and education, particularly through Rockefeller's funded institutions. Okay? Then we'll go to talking point number 4, pharmaceuticals and energy control. Why pursue free, decentralized energy when fossil fuels were the gold standard of the industry? Well, that's because the oil rigs juxtaposed with Tesla's wireless energy tower raises these questions. Who controlled that stuff? Who's making all the money on that? And they had no interest in coming into more free use kinds of technology. So talking point number 5, Tesla's suppressed innovations. You never knew about this, did you? And I'll say, was Nikola Tesla silenced because his ideas threatened the energy monopolies of his time? We'll have visuals of his laboratory and him in a pensive and animated kind of a mode. And then we'll go to talking point number 6, the quantum connection, which reads, modern quantum theory revisits concepts eerily similar to ether, but under new names like quantum fields. There will have visual animations of quantum wave functions. And then talking point number 7, lost opportunities for free energy. Quote, the disappearance of ether theory may have delayed humanity's quest for energy independence by decades. Talking point number 8, the philosophy of suppression. What does the removal of the ether teach us about the politics of knowledge and power? Oh, that's a deep one. You got to know how you're being controlled and dumbed it down because they stole the information and hid it. So talking point number 9 talks about whispers of ether in ancient cultures. Somebody, the concept of ether aligns with ancient spiritual teachings about the interconnectedness of all things. Oh, don't make us go back to the Sumerian tablets and to Ethiopia and to Egypt where the knowledge was there. What do you think the pyramids are? Some kind of artwork? No, that was a connectivity to the Milky Way galaxy, to the stars, and to access the waves and the vibrations that induced meditation power and triggered the vibrations of the pineal gland in your head so that you didn't need these 5 senses necessarily to gain, entertain, and communicate knowledge and information. That's what we are. It was the God within us. We were gods. We were formed in his own image. That's what the scriptures said, and that's exactly what they were talking about. And you got dumbed down by the King James Version who flipped the script because he didn't want you to know the truth about the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's where we're going with this series. So that takes us to talk about number 10, ether's modern echoes in science. Well, if you study quantum physics, as I have done, as quantum physics evolves, are we rediscovering what was discarded long ago? Yes, you will know it if you look into it, do your own research. Talking point number 11 is the call to investigate further. What if the truths hidden in ether theory could revolutionize our future? What if? And then finally, we got to take a look at a new perspective for humanity. We're going to wrap it up thusly. The story of ether isn't just history, it's a question of what knowledge we're willing to fight for. So in my closing summary on this first episode, I'm just giving you a condensed version of it. The camera cuts back to me at the desk, and the lighting a little bit warmer and more reflective. And what I'll say is, in 3, 2, 1, the story of ether is the story of human potential, our power to discover, to question, and to grow. Tonight, we've scratched the surface of what was lost and what still remains to be found. As you reflect on tonight's discoveries, I invite you to join this journey with us to ask the questions others are afraid to ask, and to seek the answers hidden in plain sight. This is Unveiling the Hidden, and I'm Mal Adams, reminding you to seize moments of excited curiosity for the acquisition of new knowledge. We'll see you next time. Until then, sayonara from Japan. Boom. And then we got to roll the closing, maybe roll the closing music swelling as the screen transitions to show the logo, and the credits will roll. And at the end, the text overlay in nice animated font and type will flip in and wave in with a call to action, which reads, join the conversation. Visit us online at towtowndigitalmedia.com and share your thoughts on tonight's episode. Together, let's uncover the hidden truths. End of script, fade to black. And then we'll go into the closing pre-produced animation for this particular new series. So, what do you think? Let me review the final version of the new premiere episode. This is a sneak preview. We're going to launch this thing sometime around the inauguration, maybe, or the last week of the new year, if the holidays get behind us. So visualize this, what I'm contemplating right now. It's all, we got most of the scripts are done. Just got to tweak them, add some stuff, and do the post-production with the show title, Unveiling the Hidden, with the subtitle, Rediscovering Truths to Awaken Curiosity and Inspire Knowledge. Okay? So this program script, episode 1, The Forgotten Ether, which I just introduced to you, and the title will be produced by TDM, Total Digital Media, Mal Adams, producer, correspondent. And then we'll go into the opening intro on camera. Camera fades into Mal Adams seating at the news desk, surrounded by subtle modern lighting with the Total Digital Media logo behind me. And I'll say to you, as I said before, something like this in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, friends, subscribers, and seekers of truth. Welcome to Unveiling the Hidden, Total Digital Media's bold news series designed to ignite your curiosity and uncover secret hidden in the shadows of history, science, and society. I'm your host, Mal Adams, and tonight we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the mysteries and revelations of suppressed knowledge. This series isn't just infotainment, it's a call to action, a mission to reclaim truths buried by powerful forces that shape the world we now live in. In this debut episode, we begin with a mystery that altered the very foundations of science, the removal of ether from the periodic table and from the scientific consciousness. You may not know this story, but by the end of tonight's episode, you'll see how this forgotten concept connects to hidden truths that could redefine our understanding of the universe and our place in it. So buckle up, y'all, because it's getting ready to get shaky in here, and it's going to be a journey of discovery, challenge, and empowerment. Somebody cue the music, and let's make a transition into the pre-produced opening VTR. And It'll be a montage featuring archival images of earlier 20th century laboratories, Einstein, Tesla, and dramatic animations of the periodic table dissolving into empty space. Overlaid text reads, "Secrets of the universe, suppressed knowledge, reclaiming hidden truths," and then the voiceover, my voiceover, which is going to be my sample voice, and my avatar will speak it for me. It'll say, quote, "In every era, humanity has been confronted with two forces, the quest for truth and the resistance to it. Who decides what we believe? And what happens when inconvenient truths are erased? Join us as we journey into the forgotten ether on tonight's episode of Unveiling the Hidden." Oh, baby, that's how it's going to roll. And then we return to the studio on camera. Camera fades back to me after this, and I'll say, let's dive right into, oh no, first I'll say, because that's going to be up there. I'm going to say, in 3, 2, 1. Let's dive right in with tonight's feature story, the removal of ether from the scientific discourse. To fully grasp this mystery, we've broken it into 12 key segments, each exposing a hidden piece of the puzzle. By the end, you'll see why this story is more relevant today than ever before. So let's get this party started, shall we? Segment 1, the original concept of ether. The ether, or luminiferous ether, was a concept born in ancient Greece and later refined during the scientific revolution. Philosophers and scientists from Aristotle to Descartes believed in a medium that filled the void of space, allowing light and electromagnetic waves to travel. For centuries, ether was as integral to physics as the periodic table itself. In the 19th century, great minds like James Clerk Maxwell and Michael Faraday embraced ether theory to explain electromagnetic phenomena. Maxwell's equations, which form the bedrock of modern physics, even relied on the assumption of ether. It was a unifying concept that promised to explain not just light and magnetism, but the very essence of reality. But trouble began brewing as a scientific experiment advanced. The famous Michelson-Morley experiment of 1887 failed to detect the ether, leading some to question its existence. Yet, rather than exploring its potential complexities, many in the scientific community began to abandon the concept altogether. The ether was on trial, and powerful forces with vested interest in the direction of scientific progress were ready to act as judge, jury, and executioner. So we go into segment number 2, talking about Einstein's relativity revolution. Albert Einstein's theories of special and general relativity revolutionized physics in the early 20th century by explaining phenomena like the speed of light and gravity without the need for a medium. Relatively rendered the ether seemingly obsolete, huh? Einstein himself described space as a fabric, bending and warping under gravity's influence, a model elegant in its simplicity. Yet Einstein's work was not without controversy. Critics argued that his dismissal of ether was not definitive, but rather a matter of convenience. After all, relativity did not explain quantum phenomena, and some believe Einstein's reluctance to explore quantum mechanics stemmed from his unwillingness to revisit ether-like ideas. And that deep, they're messing with the truth, flipping the reality of what it is. So was Einstein's brilliance used to steer science away from dangerous ideas that threatened powerful industries? Let's go deeper. You see, the ether's erasure coincided with the rise of corporate monopolies that would shape the course of scientific funding and education for decades to come. By the early 20th century, the Rockefeller family had established a stranglehold on American education. Through philanthropic initiatives like the Rockefeller Foundation, they reshaped science and medicine to align with industrial goals. Holistic and alternative approaches to health and energy were dismissed as quackery in favor of pharmaceutical and fossil fuel-driven models. Can I say big pharma and big oil You see, the removal of ether from scientific discourse fit this agenda perfectly. Ether theory held the potential for revolutionary discoveries, free energy, decentralized power systems, and even insights into the mysteries of consciousness. Such discoveries would have undermined the Rockefellers' control over energy and healthcare and various other industries which relied on scarcity and dependence. You get the science? You're starting to get the picture here? So was ether suppressed not because it was disproven, but because it was dangerous to the status quo? I would say the latter, yeah, what my research has proven. So let me do a conclusion summary here on camera. And the camera fades back to me, who lean forward with a passion, I say. Tonight, we've unearthed the story of the forgotten ether, a tale of brilliance overshadowed by power, of science turned into a battleground for control. But this is only the beginning. The truths we've explored tonight challenge us to think critically, to question the narratives we've been given, and to seek the knowledge that is our birthright. The ether may have been removed from textbooks, but its echoes remain in quantum theory, in ancient wisdom, and in the untapped potential of human creativity. Together, we can reclaim these hidden truths and use them to shape a better future. My call to action, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to join the conversation. Visit totaldigitalmedia.com to explore additional resources, share your thoughts, and do join us next week for another revealing episode of Unveiling the Hidden. Thank you, and good day. Sayonara from Japan. Okay, cut. Good evening, friends, subscribers, and seekers of truth. Welcome to Unveiling the Hidden, Total Digital Media's bold new series designed to ignite your curiosity and uncover secrets hidden in the shadows of history, science, and society. I'm your host, Mal Adams, and tonight we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the mysteries and revelations of suppressed knowledge. This series isn't just infotainment. It's a call to action, a mission to reclaim truths buried by powerful sources and forces that shape the world we live in. In this debut episode, we begin with a mystery that altered the very foundations of science, the removal of ether from the periodic table and from the scientific consciousness. You may not know this story, but by the end of tonight's episode, I guarantee you'll see how this forgotten concept connects to hidden truths that could redefine our understanding of the universe and our place in it. So buckle up, because this is going to be a journey of discovery, challenge, and empowerment. Stay tuned.
You're tapped into Japan Journal with Mal Adams, the internet's #1 weekly English language online cybercast from Japan, streaming on GNN, the global news network, a division of Totown Communications Company, Limited, Japan.